it's such a full house, and we'll hope it keeps it kind of cool for you on this hot, toasty day. But I really want to thank all of you for coming and joining today. We have an amazing service planned, and of course, it's the 1-year anniversary of having this space. So thank you. And I'll share just real quickly. You know, through life, you get these crossroads of decisions, right? And you don't know. You torment yourself. Do I do it? Do I not do it? Should I? I feel like I should. What if it doesn't work? What am I thinking? So you have all these mixed emotions, but there's that inner trust or that inner spirit that says, go forward. It's okay. And I remember my best friend flew in from Florida today to be here, and I said to her, how am I ever going to do this? And she's like, you can do this. And so I've only been able to do it through the help of many, many friends who have volunteered their gifts, their service, who have supported the space with their own events, classes. I've only been able to do it because of you sitting right here with us. So this is a joint effort, but much, much appreciated. So thank you. We are going to start with our message from Spirit. And then we have a talk of the day. We have an amazing talk planned about angels, so this will be really fun. And then we have 3 professional mediums that are going to deliver messages, ideally from your loved ones. Hopefully not your annoying ones or the ones you don't want to remember so well, but it will be really fun. So here is our message from Spirit. There are times when we ask you to sit alone, to sit with your thoughts and your feelings, to look inward and upward as you reunite with your source power, the power of us that resides in you. The power serves as a reminder that all is possible and all is ready for you as you accept it with love and grace. Within these times, we create opportunities for you to connect with others, a connection that is pure and rare, as within each of you remembers the neighbor next to you. A love and bond that is deeper than your physical form, a connection as you look around that tells you you are not alone. You have others to love and support you. As you come together today, relish in this bond. Celebrate this milestone of connection with one another, as you are meant to be social beings in this physical experience. As you walk through life, don't be afraid to hold a hand, give a hug, share a laugh, or open your heart. Your connection is your soul's way of reminding you that you are one. Today, we celebrate you. You are a beautiful source of light with a soul that emanates all that is good in the world. All that we cherish and all that we strive to show exists in others, exists in you. There are those that will walk with a dark heart. This is not personal to you. This is their pain. When you see this pain, embrace them with love. Your soul is a gift, and Spirit is your source in which to use this gift to transform that darkness in others so that they see the love and light within themselves. You are a magnificent being who has the power to manifest the good and the love from within and shine it upon others. Help your community by showing your love and sharing your gifts. Your gifts, your light, is needed like never before. It is needed to lead the way to all that we have shown you is possible. Fill the world with your light. Fill the world with your love. With each person you touch, you serve us. With each person will be forever changed by your presence and your energy. We ask that you do not shy away from this, as you have been given the power to ignite all that is good in the world for a better community tomorrow. Here you go. That's it. That's all you get. And I always love each month, as we just open up and share and say to the Spirit, what do you want to talk about today? And so that's what they gave. So today we are also going to talk about community, our talk of the day. How appropriate. So we ask, what makes a community? A community is built on commitment, contribution, and a common belief in the overall purpose. With each helping hands, we are building, constructing a community. Whether the land is prepared, the essentials are crafted, or the buildings are constructed, together we use our gifts to build this community. When each person contributes their gifts, their skills, their knowledge, it is for the benefit of oneness. So we have a community here that supports one another. Each of us has qualities that make us unique. It could be a steady hand that holds a needle, eloquent words to write a book, a sense of logic that helps in problem solving, or a physical ability to construct and repair. And maybe the open heart to love another, the listening ear when someone needs support. We are gathering here today to not only celebrate Spirit, but to also celebrate community. A community in which each and every one of you has a unique gift, a talent, a skill, an ability that contributes to the overall goodness and for the highest good. This community could not exist without each and every one of you in this room. Without each and every one of you sharing with us on live stream. Without each and every one of us that passes it along. Together, we make this community. We don't have to be the same. Ooh, thank goodness. Because I don't know how we'd all work that out. But we do have to commit to one another. We have to commit to one another in some way to maintain the love and strength of a community. Each of you is a treasure. You are a gift to one another. You are a gift to the universe. As I look around this room, I see so many special people, so many special hearts, so many loving souls where your love and your light is building a community by sharing your own gifts. They're needed. Your love is needed. Even your worry is needed, right? It is needed to lead the way to all that we have shown. So I want to just take a moment and acknowledge and thank the mediums that are going to deliver messages today. The professional talk that is going to be given by Kim. For all the mediums and people that have ever said, yes, I will come here, I will support, and I will work with you. I will come, I will sit, I will listen, I will participate. I'll even bring my dead uncle. Right? All of this helps us stay together, helps us love one another, really helps us learn to understand one another. And hopefully helps us accept one another for not only what makes us the same, but for what makes us different. So, thank you. So we have our talk today, and this is actually really beautiful because it is going to be about angels, the angelic realm, and Kim is wonderful. I met Kim actually a few years ago now. I met her at GAP, actually, which is an organization. And I remember her being so kind and so loving and so sweet. And I always love the real kind ones. Like, you know? Like when they're real kind of soft and nurturing. I'm like, how do you do that? I'm so envious of that quality. And so she just has this beautiful light that emanates within, and you will see it. So I'm very honored and excited that she stayed an extra week in LA just to deliver this professional talk to you. So please, let's welcome Kim Thalken.
Thank you so much for having me here today. I tell you what, Spirit is just amazing because a lot of the same messages I'm going to be delivering are the ones that Colby already covered. There's a lot of synchronicities that are happening here. I want to thank you for having me. Normally I'm watching these services from my home in Virginia on the Facebook feed, and I'm so glad to be here in person and to be part of this community. I do want to just say congratulations, Colby, on such a beautiful place that you've created for all of us to come together, to love each other, to support each other. Thank you, and so congratulations. And thank you for having me here today. I'm Kim Thalken. I'm your guest speaker. I'm going to be speaking about the angels and the angelic realm. Usually when you say the angels, everybody's eyes light up. I want to hear what the angels have to say. What are their messages? Who are they? And it stands to reason because they come with a lot of love. But first, a little bit about my background. I have my own practice. It's called Love First, where life transformations happen, where I offer psychic readings, medium readings, energy healing. I practice both Reiki, which is pretty widely known. You find it in hospitals today, which is wonderful. I also practice integrated energy therapy, which works specifically with the angelic realm. Very powerful modality. I do hypnosis, both traditional, so the way weight loss is an example, metaphysical, using hypnosis to connect with your angels, which is beautiful. I have a weekly radio show called Inspired Living with Mark and Kim. It's on the O Times radio platform. It's every Wednesdays at noon Pacific. And if you'd like to connect with me, I would love that. You can find me at lovefirst.info. That's LOVEFIRST.info. So I talked about all of the services that I provide, but they really fall under the umbrella of higher consciousness. So higher consciousness is really my soul's mission in this lifetime. It's something I'm committed to in my own life, and it's something I'm committed to assisting others on their own path of higher consciousness. So what does that mean? Well, higher consciousness is really living every moment of every day from the highest aspect of you, which is essentially your soul. It's living your life, moving away from living your life from your head and your ego to living from your heart, that purest place within you. And it's actually in your heart space that is your portal to all that is. So your portal to the angels, your portal to God, your portal to your soul, your portal to all that is. And that too is how you can connect directly through to the angels. So before I get started on who the angels are, I'm going to be speaking about them from my own experience and from what they've taught me directly themselves. And I'll be explaining things from my own level of understanding, my own level of consciousness. And if you choose to strengthen your relationship with your angels, they too will teach you all it is that you need to know about them directly, so that you can create your own truths on the angels. So what is the angelic realm? The angelic realm is really a high vibrational frequency. And ultimately, it's a frequency that we hold in here. Everything we hold in here. But in the beginning, we all live in separation. Separation from everything. Separation from ourselves. Separation from each other. Separation from God. Separation from the angels. And it's only as we move down our path where our consciousness expands enough that that separation dissolves. And everything that was outside of us moves inside here. So there is no more separation. only oneness. And the angels help us to dissolve that separation so that we can, in fact, experience the meaning of oneness. Now, everything is energy, right? Your energy, I'm energy. When we connect with the angels, that's working with energy. And energy holds vibration. So there's high vibration, there's low vibration. The angelic beings are high vibrational beings. Why is that? Because they are a representation of divine love. So divine love is very pure. In fact, it is the highest vibrational expression you can experience because it's so pure. Very different from human love, which comes wrapped up in all kinds of distortions, right? With the love that we give, there are demands, there are expectations, all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of differences there. So the angels are high vibrational beings, right? And their energy then is very light because it's divine love, very light. It's different than what we experience here on Earth. On Earth, there's a lot of density because we hold a lot of density within ourselves. Just to add a caveat to that, the density on Earth is really old Earth. It's 3D Earth. Okay, as we move to 5D Earth, which is new Earth, the density dissolves because the foundation is love. So if you want to learn more about that, you just look up old Earth and new Earth and it will stand on that. So who are the angels? Well, the angels are high vibrational beings that are here to love us, support us, guide us, encourage us, support us, all of these beautiful things that we need so dearly on our path in life. And when we think about the angels, we think about the angels and we think about the archangels. They're all, in essence, messengers of God. But the archangels are said to have a higher rank. So if you were to look at an org chart, the archangels would probably be up here, they'd be probably like higher management. That's how I think of it. Okay? But their focuses are soul's evolution. But in the beginning, we're not thinking about our soul's evolution. So we start off working with them in smaller steps. And we ask them questions like, help me find a parking space. That always seems to be the one question people start off with. That's fine. Because the smaller questions ultimately lead to the bigger questions. So as we evolve down our path and our consciousness expands, we start to think about ourselves differently. We start to think about the outside world differently. And the things that become important to us evolve as well. So the questions that we ultimately ask the angels change too. So we move from help us finding a parking space to, is this relationship in my best and highest good? In other words, is it in alignment with my soul? And the angels get that because they don't have to start somewhere. And we have to build up enough trust with them. And we have to have our consciousness has to be to a place where we can actually work with them on a deeper level so that we can ask those bigger questions. But ultimately, you can ask the angels for support in whatever it is you need them to support you with. And the way in which they'll support you is really infinite. It's infinite. The only limitations we ever experience in this lifetime come from the limitations that we place on ourselves from our own unconscious thoughts and unconscious beliefs. So unconscious beliefs would be, I'm not good enough, no, that can't happen. We move to conscious beliefs, I am good enough. All things are possible. And that's one of the ways that they can help support us the most is to anchor in higher consciousness beliefs. So an example of that is, and I'm going to speak very quickly here, an example of that is, it was during an IET session that I had done on me, where I had one foot in the corporate world, one foot in this world, and I was, I kept getting in meditation, you can do this work full time, it can happen. I wasn't really contemplating it, but during the session, this overwhelming sense came over me, and it was Archangel Michael's energy, and this feeling came over me. Oh my gosh, I can do what it is I want. I can do anything it is I set my mind to. So they help us to anchor in higher consciousness beliefs so that we can, in fact, step into who it is we really are. This is who I really am, not the corporate world. And they help me to do this. When you step into who it is you really are, life changes. All right, so I only have a few minutes left. I want to leave you with a channeled message that the angels have for us. I'm going to reference my notes just so I can do this message justice and not memorize it. So the angels say to make yourself a priority, to put yourself first, not from a place of selfishness, but be committed to you and your own well-being. They say to love yourself, honor yourself, respect yourself, care enough about you that you put you first. They say to be mindful, the angels say, be mindful of the life it is you choose to live. Who it is you choose to bring into your life and what it is you choose to bring into your life, because that all affects well-being. And therefore it affects your consciousness. And they're talking about, the angels say there's going to be a lot of changes. And I was just getting over the next 5 years in particular, as it relates to spiritual awakenings, massive spiritual awakenings, by the collectives, not just one person over here, one person over there. So spiritual awakenings are very powerful. When we go through them, we need support. Because there's a lot of change that happens. Okay, so I get the sense from them that they're in preparation mode to be able to support the masses as needed. Now, what does this mean? This means that we're moving to a kinder, a gentler, more loving earth where we actually come together in support of one another because we care about one another and because we want to make a difference. Now, that is beautiful, but that's not happening now. And the reason why that's not happening now, or we don't see it as much, is because there are old constructs, old unconscious beliefs within us that need to be broken down. They need to be broken down to make way for the new conscious beliefs and constructs within us that are going to support this new way of being, this kinder, gentler world. Now, basically what that means then is everything that we believe to be true is no longer. That's going to change. So change is never comfortable for people. So that is why they say if you are proactive, it always helps to be proactive in life with everything. If you're proactive about making you a priority, about committing to yourself in these ways, you can have a much easier time as change unfolds. Why? Because you're going to be living more in alignment with your soul. You live more in alignment with your soul, life becomes easier. You work with the flow of life. You move with it, not resist it, not against it. And they say if you are committed to you in this way, they are committed to all of us to help us through this process so that we can, once and for all, experience heaven on earth. Thank you so much.
Isn't it fun? Isn't that beautiful talk? Thank you, Kim. It's what you're like, you listen to it and you're like, yes, I can. Yes. I don't need to Google. I can do it. So anyhow, now is the time where our amazing mediums will connect to the spirit world and deliver messages. Each of them work a little differently, but to save time, let me just give you the overall picture, okay? Some of them see, some of them hear, some of them feel, some of them do all the above. They will connect to you. They may go direct, meaning you understand this. They may tell you, I feel like I'm over here. They may just kind of throw it out, catch. So the idea is in any situation, right, you have a job to do. You have to claim your loved one. That's right. Uncle Harry, you got to claim. All right? But they will just listen to them, what you can acknowledge, give them a yes, give them a no, or an I don't know. If you can do me a favor though, and let's just make that verbal. Yes, not a head nod. Yes. This is the reason why. Some of them need to hear that vibration of sound, but at home, they need to hear you too. And in the room, we all want to hear the dirty gossip. We do. We are a nosy bunch here. Which makes it all the more fun. So please celebrate. You know, this is a beautiful experience. It's a positive experience. And these mediums are true professionals. Do this with their life. Understand that this is their purpose. They walk the walk, talk the talk. So it's very, very exciting to have them here. Our first medium, see, they don't know the order that they're going in. So I try to draw it out so you're like, oh, to me. Our first medium is, you know what, I believe it's about 5 years now that I have known her. And it's beautiful to see her together. We both quit our jobs. Together, we took classes and we went to the same teachers all around the world. And it's wonderful to see the beautiful light and love and gift within my friend as she works her path and continuously honors and volunteers here in the space. So she was a teacher. So her vocabulary may be a little you may just have to think back. Gregarious. What does gregarious mean? She may point to you and say, spell gregarious. Don't get nervous. It's be okay. But I would love to have Susan Schueler. This is just a donation bin if you can as you go past, okay? Just so you know, if you go past here, you're off here. Okay? If you go past blue, you're off. Okay.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and I promise I won't ask anyone to spell anything. That's why as an English teacher, you think I'm a stellar speller, but I'm really not. So, okay, so let's just see who wants to come through today. So I feel as though I have a gentleman who's stepping forward right away, and I do feel like this is a father for someone. I do feel like this is a very gregarious person. Sorry. He's a very outgoing person. He's very fun. I do feel like he has a big energy and a lot of life. I'm more drawn to this side of the room as I'm talking about this gentleman, but you guys don't go to sleep yet, because I mean, my direction may be off. But he just feels like a teddy bear to me, and I just feel like this is a gentleman who he feels emotionally available and demonstrative. Does anyone over here understand that with father? Okay, are you guys all siblings? No, so you two are siblings. Okay, you're so possibly. Okay, so let me just keep going here. Yeah, there's a silly side to this gentleman too. I definitely get that, because as I say, okay, give me something about yourself. It's kind of like that. So I do feel like there's a bit of a showman. Do you understand that? I'm more drawn to you. Are you saying? Okay, because I'm more drawn to the two of you here. All right, so, but you do understand the showman. I feel like I can work a room. I feel like I might have a big booming voice like I do. Do you understand that? Okay, yeah. And I want to put my hands on my belly too, so I want to say I might have a little bit of a belly too. Do you understand that? Yes. Okay, and I feel like it's like a belly laugh. Do you get that? Okay, yeah. Just a fun, wonderful, supportive man, and I do feel like, going back to the hugs, I feel like when this gentleman hugged you, you knew you were getting hugged. Do you understand? Okay. And I also feel like I didn't have any issues with saying, I love you, because I feel like that's one of the first things he wants to come through and say, I love you. And I feel like he wants to say to all of us, I love all of you. All right? He's just that type of gentleman. I get the impression with this man, he would have given you the shirt off his back. And I feel like there were instances with community that he did give his shirt off. You know what I mean? And I feel like there were times he could have gotten, oh wow, really getting goosebumps on this. I feel like there were times he could have gotten taken advantage of because of this. Do you understand that? But I feel like this man has no regrets. You know, and I feel like he's just saying, you know, I was okay with showing the world that I was a vulnerable person. And I feel like he's saying that's really the way to be. He's wonderful with the pearls of wisdom this man has. I feel like he's sort of giving all of us pearls of wisdom right now. And I think I'm not sure, okay, I don't feel he was an educator, but I feel like he was an educator. Do you understand what I mean with that? Because I just feel like he kind of resonates with me because I feel like he felt very comfortable talking about his life experiences and sharing them and saying, I don't want you to go through what I went through, you know what I mean? And just having that. He feels also, this is sort of interesting to me, because he's very grounded man. You know, I really have that grounded feeling. But he also feels like, and I'll use this expression, I feel like he had the ability to kind of be off with the fairies a little bit. All right, do you understand that? Okay, yeah, because he did, I know that there is a faith. I know that there's a belief system outside something of my human being, my human self. And I feel like this is something that I instilled in my children. Is there a brother as well between the two of you? Okay. Would you have seen one of your significant others as a son?
Yes.
Okay, was it both of yours? Okay, so I'm only really seeing one right now. So I'm not saying you don't believe husbands. Okay, you're divorced. Okay, that makes sense. So I do feel like he's saying he feels like he's got more than just the two of you, if that makes sense to you. Mom's still alive? Okay, because I feel like huge energetic shift as he talks about your mother. I could cry, and I always try not to cry here, but I feel like I could cry because the love that I feel towards this woman. Wow, he's so scored. That's the best way he puts it. He's like, I so struck it rich with this woman. Your mother, oh my gosh, this lady is lovely. Her heart chakra is like so wide open. Do you understand that with your mother? And I just feel like your father's like, not only did you get me, and your father, he's such a humble man, okay? And I feel like when he's saying that, I'm like, there wasn't anything horrible to get. He was just a lovely person, but he's saying, she got me. She put up with my stuff. And I feel like also there was a little bit messy. Okay, because I don't feel like mom's messy. Do you understand that? Okay, I feel like what he's saying is, you know, I was just kind of messy. I'd leave things around, but your mother was just like, she was like, oh, you just love it. It's just Dad. And so I feel like she made excuses for him. But the two of them, I feel like they really demonstrated like what a couple's supposed to be like. Do you understand that? And I feel like he's really proud of himself for having given you, okay, this is hard for him to say this because he doesn't have that humble aspect. He really feels like he showed you and helped show you what a true relationship is supposed to be like. Do you understand that? So I feel like there's always been a little piece of you. It's like hard competition against Dad. Do you understand that? And I feel like he kind of pats himself a little bit on the back for that. It's like, yeah, I did my job, well done. But I just feel like he's so, you girls were good daughters. And what he's telling me is he was blessed to have the both of you in his life. And I feel like what he's saying, it's right now, I want to say, I'm not going to cry right now, so I'm saying this. I bow to you. So I feel like he's bowing to you, and I just want to leave that with you. Lovely, lovely thing. Okay. Ooh, okay. So I have a lady with me. She wants me to make sure that I say she's a lady. All right, so she's rather proper, but I also feel like I have a very strong backbone. She tells me to slow down. She tells me to breathe. So she would not tell us this, but I feel she's a little bossy. But she knows what she's about. I'm honestly not picking up the connection here, so just bear with me. If the relationship's a little fuzzy to me. She's on medications at the end, I know that. But I still feel like I have a powerful presence. I also feel she was an anxious lady, even though she didn't show it. And I'm drawn to cancer. So I do feel that cancer was the cause of her passing. Whew. I'm drawn more to this side of the room as I'm saying this. Do you understand this? That doesn't unpack. So you keep listening. I feel like this woman is on the mother side of the family. Like I said, I'm wish we could get a relationship, but I just can't get it. Does that make sense to you? Cancer. Yes, I think it's cancer. Okay. Do you understand that?
I was thinking, because I have some people that could relate to the
Okay.
cancer part.
Okay.
So,
Dang it.
yeah.
Nobody over. Okay.
Grandmother who had cancer.
Okay, and she was very, very, I feel like I speak slowly, I speak clearly, I really want to tell me to stand up straight right now. Do you understand that? Okay, this is important. Okay.
Everything but the cancer.
Dang it, okay. For me to get the cancer though, I feel like there has to be a reason I got this cancer.
Try great-grandmother?
Great-grandmother, mother's side.
Yeah.
Okay, very, I'm going to say, okay, I almost just said judgmental, and I didn't want to say that because I feel like she'd got mad if I said that. But I feel like she knew she liked things a certain way. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but she had a very delicate way.
Okay, no, this is no, definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely. Sorry, I was supposed to say, okay. Teacher. You had a teacher who was like this, expected a lot out of you. Okay, and there was cancer. Okay, and it's funny I keep doing this. Was it breast cancer? Okay, because I do feel like there has to be the breast cancer with it. But I do feel like I'm very, very strong in my opinions, my expectations, and I feel like she's not shy about telling you, okay, I think I have to be with you because there is this strength that this woman has. I also feel, okay, of course she's smart, she's a teacher. She feels like she's definitely an intelligent woman, and I feel like I value that, and I feel like it's something that I would push other people to push toward. God bless you. There's a bit of a teacher's pet relationship with you. Do you understand that? Because I feel like she saw herself in you. Did she ever tell you that? No. Okay, because I do. I feel like there was something very sweet in the relationship between the two of you, almost like she took you under her wing, and it was like you're sort of like, did she not have children? Okay, because I feel like she's saying you were the daughter she didn't have. Would you understand why she would say that, though? Yeah. Okay, so did she not have daughters? She didn't have children. Okay, yeah, because you're with a daughter she didn't have. Okay, that makes sense. Now I feel like when you knew her, how do I say this tactfully? I don't feel like she was still in her looker stage, but I feel like she may have been a bit of a looker when she was younger. Do you understand that? Because I do feel like this is a woman who carries herself very well. She dresses well. I feel like she puts time and energy into her clothes. I feel like we're talking high quality clothes too. For a teacher, I'm kind of impressed. Yeah, so she's got the high quality of the teaching and just the clothing and stuff. But I feel like what she wants to do is to talk about you and your teaching. That's it, I get it. Okay, she wants to talk about your teaching. She's so proud you're stepping into yourself. She's so proud of the person that you're becoming. Because I feel like what she's saying is, we really have to kind of push you there for a while, and now you're doing it, and she's like, I am behind you. It's like she's sort of your teaching angel. Okay, so I just want you to go back to what Kim was saying before. So tap into her. I feel like she's saying when you're standing in front of a group of people, sorry. When you're standing in front of a group of people, it's like I want you to channel me. And because I feel like teaching was her life. And I feel like she really wants to empower you that way. And she's just like, I'm so proud of you. I'm just going to leave that with you. Okay, thank you.
Teacher's pet. Brown nose. Now, how wonderful that she came forward, right? Beautiful messages. We have more messages. You guys want some more messages? Yeah. Okay, our next medium, she has so many gifts and talents. She does do Reiki and crystal healing and teaching, mediumship and psychic. But she's also a phenomenal listener, which may be one of her best gifts at all, because she will listen, tune in, and offer the support and hold the space for you whenever you need it. And to me, that's such a special gift to have that she integrates in all of her professional work and her personal work. So I'm excited that she's a friend, that she is here to serve today. She actually did her first public dad with no crutches in this space just last week. So it was a wonderful experience. She's done many of these services, but it was her first time saying, okay, it's not a service. Well, they're still dead. So anyhow, I would love to introduce you to Jules Davis.
Hello, everybody. Yes, I'm Jules, and I just want to say thank you, Colby, for having this space and also for inviting me to have the opportunity to serve here. As we all have lots of loved ones in spirit, and I love serving spirit, so I'm just going to take a moment and see who wants to step forward and blend with me. Okay. All right, so let me just ask her to blend with me a little bit more, but I am aware of a woman here. Okay. As I'm blending with this woman, I feel her personality would have been very vivacious. That's the feeling that I get from her. I know that she was full of life, and she was giving me the impression that she would have loved to dance and be a lot of fun to be around. This does feel more like a friend, actually, as I'm blending with her a little bit more. I'm feeling drawn to this side of the room. I do feel like this was a friend that you would have spent a lot of time with. She's giving me the impression that you would have spent a lot of time confiding in each other. I feel like there would have been a support system there. And I also feel like she would have passed middle age is the feeling that I get. So I know she didn't live late in life. Did anybody on this side here understand a friend in the spirit world? Friend in the spirit world. We have one. Do you understand the personality and that she liked to dance and be a confidant with you as well?
She died.
Okay. All right. That's not quite middle age, but definitely younger than feels. All right. Keep listening. Does anybody here on this side understand this woman as well? Okay. All right. Let me just keep working with her. Okay. I know this lady would have liked to drink wine because she's just showing me that you would have spent some time having some wine together. And this feels like some daytime drinking at times. That's a fun way. All right. Okay. Pardon? Oh. All right. So now how many, just raise your hands. Who am I working with here? Lots and lots of people. All right. And everybody understands that she would have been she would have liked to dance because I know that's important to her. That's one of the first things that she came through with. I know as well, and you also understand the middle age. Just want to double check that. Say yes, please.
Yes.
Yes. 3 of you, raise your hands. None one here? Okay. All right. You also would understand that she would have liked to drink white wine, I believe, as well. Am I just down to one now? Don't know? That's okay if you don't remember. But she's just making me feel there would have been lunches, cocktail lunches is what I'm hearing. So. All right. Am I just working with one now? Say yes if I'm working with one. All right, 2. All right, let me just keep working with her and see what she's feeling. I do feel she would have passed from an illness. Do you understand that as well? I don't feel like this was a quick passing. Because she's making me feel, she's giving me something about her chest, and I feel, okay, let me just blend with her a little bit more. So I know she was this vivacious, fun-loving personality that liked to have some cocktails for lunch. I also know she would have been, again, this confidant type of personality with you, where you would have, she's giving me the feeling that relationships would have been discussed a lot between the two of you. Still with both of you? Okay. Let me just give her a little bit more. Okay. She is giving me the impression that she would have dressed very well, so I feel like that also would have been very important to her. And she's also showing me handbags. I feel like she would have had a nice bag as well. This feels important, not just like a regular lady. Okay. Oh, are you back in now?
Yeah. Yes.
When did you go out then?
Well, the wine part, I wasn't sure.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
You know, Jennifer, I feel very drawn to you. Can I work with you? But keep listening to the other ladies, okay? Because she's just making me feel that things have been a little bit bumpy lately. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
She's making me feel that this is the time where you would have called her for some support.
Yes.
And I feel like she's just giving me the impression that she's still around you listening right now, because I feel, would you understand walking around the house kind of chatting with her a little bit lately, or having some thoughts of chatting with her?
Yes.
Okay, because she's just making me feel, like she really wants you to know that you are supported and loved. I feel like that hasn't been something that you've been feeling very much of lately. Sorry, if that's too much to share. Do you understand that?
I understand the situation she's referring to. Yes.
Okay, because she's just making me feel things have been a bit bumpy, and that this would have been a time where if she was physically here, she would have been sitting across from you, kind of lifting your spirits about it, is what I feel.
With a bottle of wine.
Some of those cocktail lunches. Okay, so she's just making me feel that she wants you to know that she's here even though she can't be there with the bottle of wine and the cocktails for lunch. So please take her love and maybe have a drink in her honor later or something. All right. I do have a father stepping forward now. He's giving me the feeling that he would have been an athletic man, and I feel like he would have liked to spend time at the beach because he's showing me the beach with him. But I know this athleticism is important. I also feel, it feels like he had a quick passing. I feel like he passed, okay, I'll just say it. I feel like it's something like a heart attack, something where it took him very quickly. And, okay. And I just want to give you a little bit more information as I'm blending with him. But I know, again, that the beach would have been either somewhere where he would have lived close to or would have spent a lot of time at. You understand that? Okay. Am I just with you? Anybody else understand that? Okay, Jennifer, too? Okay. And do you understand also the heart attack and the quick passing?
He died in his sleep, and they ultimately said that it was
Heart
probably
attack. Okay. And Jennifer,
My dad had a heart attack. He died very fast.
he died very well. Okay. Did you say a heart attack as well or not?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you understand him being around volleyball courts where he would have lived, or that would have been an area where he would have, like, I feel like he would have been a runner or a cyclist or something. I see him on the path where it would go by the volleyball courts. Do you both understand this as well? Okay. Do you understand as well him being, I feel really solid, it's kind of similar to what Susan was saying. I feel like he's a really strong support system for you, so I know the relationship would have been close. Is that a no here? No? All right, Jennifer, can I work with you? All right. Okay. He's making me feel he would have been quite an affectionate man with you. I don't feel like he was always demonstrative, though, with other people, so I know that that is something he's showing me unique about your relationship. He's also making me feel like you guys would have been athletic together. He would have encouraged your athleticism as a child.
We went
Running together, okay. And you understand running, it looks like the Strand. I know we both live in Manhattan Beach, but I feel like we would have been down there by the volleyball courts and stuff like that. So I know that this is an area where he spent a lot of time. This was a happy place for him. I feel like your dad would have been a very hard worker, you understand that? So when he was able to take care of himself, that was important. But I know as well that you guys would have spent a lot of quality time together. He would have made time for you. You understand that? So I know the relationship is very close, and I feel like that was special for his life. I don't feel like he had a lot of people like that where he really, I feel people around him, but he really took initiative with you to make a special place for you in his life, is what I feel. Okay. Let's just see what else he wants. Okay, and I know hardworking. I feel like business or something like that with him. I feel like it was important for him to make money and make a good life for the family. Do you understand that as well? Because he's just making me feel he was responsible, but it was something that he enjoyed. He enjoyed providing for his family. And I feel like even spoiling a little bit. Do you understand that? Because I feel like he was very generous with his money and also taking care of the family. Well, I know Jennifer a little bit, not a lot, but he's just making me feel, I know that the passing has been hard for you. I also know that he comes to you quite a bit. I feel like he comes to you, everybody's visiting everybody here, but I feel like you've been feeling his presence around quite a bit. I feel As well, that your children have been feeling his presence around them. Do you understand that? Because he's just making me feel he's looking out for the family on a regular basis. And don't you worry, even though he can't hug you, he's still very much there and with you guys. And I feel like whenever you're doing your exercise or things, he's kind of pushing you along a little bit because it feels like he would have been that kind of dad to encourage you in that way. So just please take his love because I feel this overwhelming sense that I want to hug you and love you and give you all of that. So thank you very much.
Woo, right? All right, we have another medium here today to deliver messages, and it's a good friend of mine, beautiful heart, an amazing teacher. She's a fellow master teacher of the LWI SSD, and she is such a beautiful heart. Wait till you see her. It's like, hey, love bug. That's as soft, that's as nurturing as you're going to get from me. When you come up here, you make sure you do that so they can see that, right? And get the feel of it. But I love watching her work. I love listening to her, and I love these amazing heartfelt connections that she makes. So, Karen Anderson, please.
Oh, thank you. Good morning, love bugs. What a wonderful day it is today to celebrate not only love and spirit on the other side of community and Colby and this sacred place she has created. Isn't it amazing? When you walk in, it's like there's so much love greeting you. You feel like you're home. So I thank you, Colby. Thank you for the sacred space and opening this up. And, all right, so let's rock. Yes, indeed. I do have an older gentleman here. He's telling me he was a vet. I'm not talking about that animal, could have been. He was a vet. And I feel like he's an older gentleman. I feel he was a grandpa, great uncle. He said I was a great uncle. It's like being a great uncle. He was a great uncle. He was a man about town. He loved to, let's put it this way, he loved to have a good time. When I talk about drinking, he just loved to go out and hear music, be part of anything going on. Does anybody relate on this side? Okay. Any man on this side? Did you as well? Okay. So let me say this. He's showing me now that as a veteran, he did have a disability from it, or there was a medical thing or something that I don't feel full of this disability. I feel like we had some of his faculties, but some were from war. He took this back home with him. It could have been PTSD. It could have been something that doesn't offend you. Wasn't it? Was that too with me? Thank you. I'm going to have to be correct to say this is grandfather, great uncle, uncle energy on this side. I feel like he's telling me I saw when I got off the freeway today, a gentleman that was in a wheelchair. And I connected to this gentleman and I said, thank you for being the angel at the end of the freeway. And I heard him say back to me, here I'm meditating all the time down here. Well, not all the way, I chatted, but took a portion of it. He's saying, you will meet a gentleman today that was in the service. He's a vet. He's a proud vet. And so was I. When I was injured, he was injured differently. Do you understand? Okay. This gentleman was in a wheelchair with a leg missing. But I feel with your grandfather, there was something that was missing for him. He felt he came home with things missing. Do you understand? And it played out in the family like he wasn't the same. But he did the best that he could with what he had. Do you understand? Was he wanted to go into a little bit of depression or something with depression? And he's telling me that he's on the most incredible Prozac that he ever had. And he's saying that he's never felt so. Before we go there, would he be wanting to have a good time here? I feel like I want to dance, I want to get music around me. And he says that when he passed, there was a lot of music around him. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Was there music playing that was around him?
Not that I can love music.
Well, he played music himself because he's having me believe that he played music or that that was something that he loved to do.
He did a little.
Okay. If I say big band era, you know,
A little past that.
okay. What I feel like he loved that feel, that get up and dance, get up and go music, the horn section, everything that you can think of, not just bass, drums, and guitar. You love the whole orchestra feel. He's telling me that you're taking leaps of faith right now. And he said he took a leap of faith to go over to the service. He said to go and serve. You're doing this now with yourself. You don't know a little bit about you, but there's other things that I don't know about. He's saying that you're doing in your private moments. You can watch, he's keeping an eye on you because this leap of faith that you're taking is coming from not your ego, it's coming from your heart. It's coming from a higher dimension. Do you understand?
Yes.
He's also saying that he watches you while you study. Have you been hearing noises in the house more?
Yes.
Yeah. He says welcome because you're welcoming a lot of energy around you. Just welcome it because it's like you're opening up your own vortex and a lot of energy is coming in to serve you, work for you. Yes. He's talking about you thinking about going into other work besides what you've done in the spirit work, but other work. Are you thinking about leaving your job?
Yes.
Yes. He's saying that you don't think, just do. Take that leap. Right now it's about the leap. But taking a leap of faith in you, that whatever it is that you feel like Colby's saying, just do it. We can all do it. And he's saying that he's been chirping in your ear. Also, is there a bird in your house that's just been chirping like crazy, or birds around your house?
Yes.
You gotta look up bird totem because there's crows, there's an occasional little bird, but there's also hawk. Did you see a hawk recently? You showed me hawk.
Yes.
Okay, so hawk medicine, look up the bird totem. And this is about taking flight, really flying, utilizing that. He's also saying that, yes, something with a manual. Are you writing something for how to ... Some kind of manual? Do you understand what I mean by that?
I did, but I couldn't put it down.
You gotta pick it back up. Because I feel like this is part of your growth. And then when you are ready, it's gonna launch out. In this new job, you're getting more money, less work. So he's saying it's more of a joy than a job. So do you have in mind what it's going to be? Because if not, just stretch out and it's coming. It's coming. He's also saying his bell. It's her dog. So thank you, sweetheart. Okay. I have a woman here that literally her heart broke. And what I mean by this, she had an emotional, very hard life. She either lost a lot of loved ones or she had a lot of loss in her life, but also her physical heart broke. I feel like I'm on this side of the room. What I mean by that is that she emotionally felt broken. Does anybody resonate with this? I feel she's a mother, a grandmother, and I feel like she also was a mother to others in the neighborhood. So it would be like a mother. Anybody resonate? Yeah. Okay, and you? Yes. When I say my heart broke, I feel like I lost some significant people in my life. Maybe children, her own parents, or something very significant. Does anything resonate on this side? Okay, do you feel them over here? I feel like the moment that these losses happened, it was, like Susan says, you don't want to. But it took all the life out of her. It took everything out of her. And in fact, she was tried as hard as she could, but she was like the Walking Dead, put it that way. Does that make sense to anybody? She just existed. She just went along. Does it make that? No? It's good? Okay. These losses were significant to her, to understand. And she never got I hear what she's saying. She's saying, like the gentleman you saw, the disabled, gentleman on the freeway, she felt disabled guy. They're not able to really fully, if you will, like embrace life because there's always that, well, they're not here or that's not. She She's also talking about with you, leap of faith, as well as and she's grateful that I picked her to speak today, but you picked me. Oh, you're right. She just gave me a hug. She a hugger. Me too. She's hugging me. Oh, she's giving me a bear hug. Was she a bear hugger? Would she like? She's saying this leap of faith. She's saying, don't get so scared. You're getting your head before your heart. She's saying that your heart, God, you have a beautiful heart. And this heart needs to sing. This heart needs to be out there and just bring that music out. Do you understand what she is? She's also saying that how exciting she gets to watch you do things that she never would have done. She never would have the courage to, or never would have had the, I feel like I don't want to, it's not that she want to live life. I mean, life got pulled out from under her. But you understand. Yes. Okay. But she's saying, go for it. You have no idea what's ahead. It's exciting. She's talking about you as you sing. Are you a singer? Yes. She's saying that she wants you to record something, but you're working on a song right now. You're in the recording studio?
No.
Get in the studio. Something about an opportunity is going to come for you to get into the studio and to put your voice down because it needs you're a sound healer. And we need your voice. Do you understand this? Do you also play?
Yes.
Guitar?
Yeah.
Piano, but have you ever played guitar?
Like,
Not like, because like somebody's coming that is playing guitar that will co-create with you or work with you, an acoustic guitar. So I'm hearing that sound in my head. She's also saying, forget the critics, forget the naysayers, follow your heart. And she's telling me she has a lot of angels around you that want to help you out. I guess a record or something coming. Also, what's with Broadway? Yeah. Go ahead.
Share? Okay. Alan, I'm lucky enough, Alan is one of my students. I know a little bit about him. He is a Liberace impersonator. Fabulous costumes I would die for. Wears better shoes than me. Wonderful. So, all right, you guys want a couple more messages? I've got a man here, you know, it's odd, but the first thing I see is him scooping like coal. So there's either a connection to digging or railroad tracks, but I see a connection to him working somewhere where there's coal or digging coal. He's also giving me the feeling of there would have been a service connection with him as well. So I am going back in time is what I feel. This may be a father or a grandfather. There's also this feeling around where I'm just so stoic. Like, I look way more serious than I am. He said people were just a little intimidated by me, but I'm actually a pretty nice guy. So can anyone connect to, you can in the back? Okay. Do you understand the actual coal digging, though, or being near the railroad?
His name is Cole.
Okay, do you understand that coal?
My grandfather was a coal miner.
Yeah, this was more, I know this was physical, but thank you. I just get this feeling around, and would you understand the stoicness around it? Does that make sense? And I also, like, even my hand, you see how my posture, like I'm bringing it in, and I'm like this.
I just visited his gravesite in Pennsylvania.
Oh my God, I was going to say Pennsylvania, stop talking. So he gives me the feeling of this, and there's also a flag. There would have been a flag connection to him as well. So you understand the connection to the service. Is that right? You're allowed to talk now, yes? I was like, well, she's nodding. Why she's not? She's told her not to talk. He gives me this feeling too. There's a deepness in his voice. Like I feel like when he would talk, again, there's not a lot of words, so when he would talk, we'd all really listen into what he had to say. Do you tenseness around him is what I feel.
I was afraid of him.
Yeah, that's just this kind of, he gives me this, like he says he's not as bad as everybody thought. He also gives me this feeling as well. He just showed me a bullet, which is really odd. Do you know if he had gotten shot in the service, or do you know if there's a bullet that somebody's got, or a connection that we would still have that in the family?
No, but I'll find out.
Okay, yeah, he'll do that, because I just saw the bullet. He also gives me this feeling around where he also just lets me know that he's very rigid, and he just says, you know, I kind of wish I wasn't so rigid. Like, I didn't need to be so harsh. I didn't need to be so strict. I mean, he's just a really strict person. And I just feel like he really was into manual labor, though. That I know. Even with the family and the kids, like making them do manual labor. That's just, for him, that was a way to raise them, is to get them out there. You understand that? So I also just feel with him, he does give me this essence, though. So even though he worked for the coal and all of that, he still was very clean. He gives me the fact of impeccably clean, very proud of his posture too.
Yes.
He also gives me this sense where there is a little bit of, he feels like he lived to an older age, but he also makes me feel he's a little alone towards these older years. So I feel like his wife perhaps would have passed before him. Does that make sense? You understand that? Okay. He just lets me know that he is here with you. He also lets me know he does appreciate the visit. So I know he really appreciates the visit. He also, he appreciates the kind words. So I know you were saying something nice. And he says, I know it was a little bit. I know you were probably a little afraid to talk to me, even from the other side, but I want to let you know that I heard you. And I want to let you know, thank you. What was that? Sorry, that was too quick. Either you put flowers or you put something at the grave, but then I saw a coin. So I don't know if he gave you a coin or there's a coin connected to him, but also flowers at the grave. So do you understand the coin as well? Do you have a coin from your grandfather? Can you?
Oh, but you know what? I'm going through his things right now, so I'm sure I'll find it.
Okay, cool. So if you do, post it. We all like to But he also, I do believe that you're going to see this coin, and he's acknowledging this gratitude and thanking you, and just letting you know that he loves you. Yeah. Well, this one's a little, wow, surprise. You know what happened? You just open up your awareness and you say, who wants to come too? And I have a younger girl here, so that was a little surprising. I'm like, ooh. So I have a younger girl here. She makes me feel like this is a very quick passing. She gives me this feeling of very light, very playfulness, an essence of joy. So giddy. She's very vibrant, very giddy. I do feel like this is a connection. It doesn't feel like it's your daughter, but it feels like it's maybe a neighbor's, or there's a connection. We do know the family of this. We're somehow connected. And I'm more pulled over here, but can someone on this side connect? You can connect to that? Okay. Do you understand a feeling of like, would this be like a cousin, or it almost feels like a cousin or that kind of relationship? Do you understand that?
My niece.
Okay. Do you understand the vibrancy or the joy?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to ask, does anyone else also understand a young girl in spirit that would be a cousin, or it is there, or just that vibrancy as well, and a very quick passing? I know that there's a quick passing too.
I had a friend's daughter pass, but she was like a baby.
No, she's a little older. I don't know if she's 17, but I keep something about, right, we're not too far from that age. So do you understand that?
She was
18, okay. Do you understand this feeling with her? Like, she's strong though. She's not a weakling. Like, she's not a dainty flower. She's a powerhouse girl. Do you understand that?
Correct, yes.
Okay. I almost feel like I keep doing this, so I don't know why I should make me do this. but she gives me this feeling of like dancing too. I feel like she's either a big dancer or getting in there to dance. Maybe it's like a routine because I keep doing the same thing over and over. Does that make sense?
No routine, but I understand what you're doing.
Do you? Because this is awkward and this is
You're gonna tell you?
But not yet.
Okay.
But it's her spirit, right? I'm telling you. Okay, what does she do?
Well, no, she wasn't a cheerleader, but yeah, she was on a skateboard. I think that's what you're doing.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, thank you. I know not how to ride a skateboard. She gives me this feeling too. There's either writings that she's got, or I feel like she would write things out and we found out later. Does that you understand that?
I do.
Okay. There's also they're almost either poems or letters, like, but they feel like it's so strange because it's almost like she's saying, "Don't worry about me. I'm okay. Our love is beautiful. We are light." Like it's kind of almost it's almost very healing when we see it now. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay. She's also given me I don't know who thought about the tattoo. I almost feel like somebody got a tattoo or was thinking about getting the tattoo that is in her memory. Did somebody just get a tattoo?
Didn't just, her mom got it.
Okay, got you understand. So she's acknowledging mom's tattoo. She's also, she is very sweet and kind. I will tell you, she definitely wasn't afraid to talk back to mom when she needed to, so she wants to apologize for being so feisty. But she also feels like this love and connection she has with her mother. She says, "Mom, I am here with you every day. I want you to know how much I'm around you. I want you to know that you're okay. I want you to know that I'm okay." And she gives me this feeling of blowing out a birthday. And so I know that there's either celebration. It's either a celebration, but I want to blow out a birthday. Somebody's birthday coming up, can I ask?
Today.
Is her birthday?
No, it's not her birthday, but it's a family member's birthday.
Oh, you understand that?
I
Okay.
do.
Well, she blows out the candle and she says, "Happy birthday." All right? So I will leave that with
And
you.
I have the 7th anniversary of her passing. I was just talking to her mother.
You were?
Just before I walked in here.
I was just about to say, can you tell her mom this TV?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I will have her listen to this.
Oh, just tell her, look at this too. Lick my moves. All right. Okay, so that is the conclusion of our messages. Did you enjoy the messages? So, just a couple of announcements because our incredible light workers have some amazing events coming up that I just want to share with you in case you want to kind of keep on supporting and being there and joining them. I will just say this now so I don't forget, but after this, we are celebrating the 1-year anniversary here. We're going to clear out some chairs, make some room, put out some snacks. So if you want to hang out, get a little nibble, get to meet some new friends, everyone is welcome, please. Okay, so our events coming up. So Jules has a space called Orla. It's right off of Wilshire. It's about 5 minutes from here. So on July 27th, she's doing a full moon meditation and sound bath. And on July 28th, it's a Reiki 1 and 2. So if you've ever wanted to learn about Reiki, it's just like in a real short way, Reiki is like what happens is she really teaches you how to do that part, okay? And it's incredible, but it's using the energy for healing. And then there is sound bath too, which is amazing. Sound bath, I'll tell you what, if any of you have not experienced a sound bath, I highly encourage you. It's one of the most beautiful experiences. Jules on July 21st, is that right, Jules?
Susan.
Susan, excuse me. Susan,
Yes.
July 21st, right?
Yes.
At Almond Garden, which is up in the valley. She is doing a mediumship event with Cheryl Murphy and Ed Torres, right? They were actually here about a month ago, and that's July 21st. It's at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So more messages. Karen Anderson and myself, way up. I don't know what's is that Calabasas? Camera is way up. I mean fly up there. I mean take. And we're doing an afternoon of messages. ourselves. That's in August 26th. Two quick little things that they're in this space, okay? On July 12th, Saturday, this Saturday coming, the 14th, this Saturday coming, my friend Jennifer Schaefer back there, she is doing a past life, kind of talking about past life with another light worker friend, Rich, and they are going to do an evening of messages here. It's a Saturday night, 8 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. There's a flyer up in the window so you can see it. And last but not least, Yusan, our very own Yusan, is doing an evening of messages, and that's what, July 27th? Here, evening of small circle, everybody gets a message, so that's always nice. And then a weekend of an intuition workshop. So if you're kind of like, hey, how do I use my intuition to make decisions? How do I trust myself? How do I connect? There you go, whole weekend of it. So we have a mailing list. I'll leave it out, so during the little gathering, if you want to sign up, I promise you, I am not going to send a lot of emails because I don't have time. But I wanted to just create one for this space that is just once a month to let you know, hey, these classes are going to be here. This workshop is going to be here, just to kind of keep you informed. So if you want to sign up, I just want to thank you again. I want to thank you for being here, for filling this space with your love, with your support, with your beautiful heart. I hope everybody got a little something out of here, even if you didn't get a private message. And just know, stay after, have some goodies, have some snacks, and have some great conversation with some amazing people. So, thank you guys so much.